Let's get it, man. Let's get it, man. I hope y'all ready, man. Let's go.
Preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. So help you God.
I'm proud to be American. So proud to be American. The home of the brave, the land of the free. We stand for what we believe in. I'm proud to be American. So proud to be American.
The home of the brave, the land of the free.
We stand for what we believe in. I'm proud to be American. So proud that I live in America. Born and raised, I was made in America. Everything I own is made in America. USA. Colorado, but Chicago's where I raised. USA. I done seen a lot, I done been a lot of places. But no matter where I go, I be seeing smiling faces. Now I live in NC.
God bless North Carolina.
Where the weather's fair and the women are fine. Let my words ring out like the bells of liberty. Praise and hope to all the people that's hearing me. We live in a state where you can be who you want to be. So put the word in so they can see who you're gonna be. American. So proud to be American. The home of the brave, the land of the free. We stand for what we believe in. I'm proud to be American. So proud to be American. The home of the brave,
The land of the free. We stand for what we believe in. I'm proud to be American.
American, I love the USA. All the way from LA to the A. God to bless America when I God bless America. Protect the schoolyards where the children play. Protect the children. Every day I buy is made in the USA. Made in the USA. All 50 of the United States. I love the United States. White and blue. Wave your flag high. Wave your flag. Beautiful bald eagle flying in the sky. Eagle. Statue of Liberty. Hold your torch high. Hold your torch high. I love America until the day I die. I love America. Proud to be American. My country's full of pride. Full of pride. All the way from the west to the east side. Proud to be American. So proud to be American. The home of the brave, the land of the free. We stand for what we believe in. I'm proud to be American. So proud to be American. The home of the brave, the land of the free. We stand for what we believe in. I'm proud to be American. God bless America.
God bless America, man. God bless America, man. We got a lot going on, man. We have a whole lot going on, and we need God to bless America, man. That song I made, that Patriot song, American, man, I made that song because I always knew. I already knew. And I always have been a real patriot. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I always knew. Deep down in my heart, I always knew America would have to stand up. I always knew we were going to have to face adversity, as we always have. America's always been facing and going through adversity. Adversity is nothing new to us. You know, we've been at odds with each other. We've been at odds with everybody for so long. Adversity is nothing new to Americans. But I'm going to tell you what something is new to Americans. Reality. For so long, Americans have been comfortable. For so long, Americans have watched war being waged all around the world. For so long, we sit back and we comfortably in our homes watch on the TV news screens war being waged and bombs being dropped. We sat back and we watched Ukraine drop bombs on Russia. We sat back and we watched Russia destroy Ukrainians with drone attacks. We sat back and watched. We're sitting back and watching what Israel and Iran are doing. We sat back and watched all these conflicts going on, and all these conflicts, every conflict we watch and every conflict we witness, we get more comfortable in America. Because the more we see everybody else getting bombed, we see everybody else getting shot, we see everybody else going through this and going through that. And at the same time, everybody's going through it, we're not going through it here. So what that does for us is that makes us feel like we're in a comfortable, safe place that will never go through any adversity. That makes us, since we've had so long of comfort and so peace for so long in America, we think it's not possible. We think the times of war can never come and face us. We think we'll never have to go through it. Well, let me explain something to y'all. We've been at war for decades here in the United States. It's just we as a people don't have to fight because our U.S. military goes out and they do their secret things that they do, and they do their secret wars and their proxy wars and all that, and they fight that, and we never have to go through nothing. So we think, oh, everything's already good. It's okay. My military gonna come in and save me. So that's all fine and dandy, because I want everything to be safe. I want us to be safe and sound and happy and comfortable in America. But why should we be safe, sound, and comfortable and not going through anything when everybody else around us is going through it? What makes America any better than any other country to where we feel like it can't happen to us here? And I'm gonna be very, very clear when I say this. It's already happened to us here. We've already had Civil War here. We've already fought World War II here. I don't know about World War II. We fought plenty of wars here. We've lost many lives in America. The thing about it is now, Joe Biden, the loser, the old derelict bastard. Let me explain something to y'all too. How is Joe Biden still the president when he dropped out of running again for president? How can the president say, I don't want to be the president anymore, I'm going to let my sidekick run for president, and then when that doesn't work out, he still gets to call shots as a president? How does that even work? I know that he's still in office until January the 20th. I know how America works. But how does it even work when the person who is supposed to be the president does not do anything presidential until he's almost out of office? How does this work? So just, if you don't know what I'm talking about, just today, President Joe Biden, or yesterday, President Joe Biden gave authorization for Ukraine to use U.S. long-range high precision missiles in Russia. So basically what we did, we sold or gave, I don't know which way, but we sold or gave, that body spray is in here. That body wash is in here. We sold or gave Ukraine some of our long-range missiles to go attack Russia with. And part of the treaty, part of the war, because I'll leave that open. I'm going to explain something to y'all about how war works. War is a script. War is scripted. War is planned out. There is no war that's fought that's not planned out. Before nations could get to go to war and start bombing and hurting each other, they got to all meet up around the planet and group up and meet up and agree to the terms. There's nobody who gets to go to war without war being set up. So what I'm about to show y'all is the blueprint for war has already been set up. And the sad part about it is, if you don't understand what's happening, if you don't understand that this shit is coming, you might get blindsided. And the thing about it is, we don't, as a nation, we're already been through so much. So it ain't like we can't get ready for this. You know, we've been going through so much as a nation. So it's like, why can't we just get ready for anything that could possibly happen? Why can't we prepare? Well, let's go. I'm gonna show y'all this video, man. Let's go. I hope y'all are rocking with me. I hope y'all are, have your ears on and your eyes open, man, because this shit is for real and it's serious. Let's go.
My name is Dick.
I hope y'all are ready, man.
Tells me about the time when I was very young.
I hope y'all are ready, man.
Final bit of breaking news. We're hearing that the Russians are reporting that Ukraine has now used these attack and ballistic missiles. More on that later.
Yeah, it looks like an escalation is coming, okay?
This morning, Ukraine fired U.S.-made missiles into Russia for the first time. That's according to officials in Moscow. The move comes just 2 days after President Biden gave Ukraine permission.
And a major escalation on the 1,000th day of the war. The attack comes just 2 days after the Biden administration gave Ukraine the green light to use the weapons against targets inside Russia. The White House policy change comes after North Korean troops were deployed to help drive Ukrainian soldiers out of Russia's Kursk border region. Overnight, Russian President Putin signed a new doctrine saying any major aerial attack against Russia could prompt reprisals with nuclear weapons. A spokesperson for Putin says this adds fuel to the fire.
This news comes a few hours after Russian President Vladimir Putin said the country has a right to respond to an attack like this one with nuclear weapons.
Putin has a new warning for the United States after President Biden authorized Ukraine to use long-range missiles supplied by the U.S. to strike inside Russia.
The Russian anti-missile system apparently downed 5 out of 6 of these missiles. And the Russian Defense Ministry says Ukraine hit Russia with these missiles.
Feels like a significant escalation. Does the U.S. and the U.S. actually, and President Biden gave the blessing to Vladimir Zelensky to use these very big missiles a couple of days ago. Does that come with the guarantee that if Russia escalates, the U.S. is there to protect them?
Well, I think that this is a slew of questions that we do not yet have the answers to, Francine. And just to recap some of the news that we just got in the last few minutes, because this all feels fairly significant, is what we got from Vladimir Putin was signing into a decree allowing Russia to fire nuclear weapons in response to any kind of massive conventional attack on its soil. That would include drones, that would include presumably long-range missiles, that Russia would view aggression against itself or its allies by a non-nuclear state backed by other nuclear powers as a joint attack. In summary, basically saying that if there was an attack on Russia by a member of a coalition, that will be seen as an attack by sort of the full coalition, i.e., even if it's a non-nuclear power aided by a nuclear power, that would be seen as a joint attack. This is something that Putin has been talking about signing into as a decree since September. This is officially happening now.
The fact that we knew that Ukraine were going to be able to...
Hold on. Let me speak about that real quick. Because the definition of a world war is more than 3 different continents in conflict with each other. If more than 2 continents are in cahoots fighting with, not in cahoots, at odds and fighting with each other, then that means if more than 2 continents around the planet are fighting each other, that considers it and deems it a world war. So we're already at World War III. It's just people don't want to call it and they don't want to recognize it. It's already happening. North Korea sent in soldiers to help Russia. Americans sent in soldiers to help Ukraine. This has literally been a world war for a long time. It's just people don't know how to acknowledge facts. They just like to be hopeful and fucking hopeful all the time.
Missiles in a slightly different way, certainly with a further reach. This perhaps comes as no surprise. The fact that Russia says that these missiles have been used, can we believe them here?
It's extraordinary because of the pace here. I'm not sure it's necessarily unexpected to some degree, because we have known that Ukraine have been in possession of ATACMS missiles like this to hit targets inside of occupied areas of Ukraine. And so in theory, I suppose the target list would have already been in their possession, and this simply being a matter of Kiev deciding that they wanted to use this new US permission. But it comes on the 1000th day of a war so full of unexpected moments here. And I think we are now going to have to see whether Ukraine steps forward and officially acknowledges that this indeed was an ATACMS missile launching this particular strike. Just in the last 48 hours, President Volodymyr Zelensky has sort of hedged that, generally saying, look, we're not going to necessarily announce this.
What's up, Michael?
Speak for themselves. Well, certainly that news has indeed emerged. What could Russia's response be? they have been unclear at this particular point, previously warning that if these missiles were fired by Ukraine, supplied as they are by the United States, that would essentially be NATO, the US, and Europe joining the war, becoming a party to the conflict. Putin's not reiterated that himself since this, but indeed his foreign ministry made similar noise.
Have you heard about the Suboxone film lawsuits? Despite FDA warnings and growing evidence,
Shut up.
So it's a key moment here, certainly.
Putin appearing to threaten to use nuclear weapons if Ukraine fires American-made missiles into Russia. The Kremlin saying the doctrine was updated in response to what it calls the new situation. The new Russian policy essentially authorizes the use of nuclear weapons in response to what it calls, quotes, critical threats of aggression using conventional weapons. Now remember, President Biden lifting restrictions on the attack and ballistic missiles, which are, of course, conventional.
Did y'all hear what they just said? They have a treaty already set up and in writing that they could use nuclear weapons if certain things happen. So basically what they said, they already have rules of engagement for war. They already have the rules of engagement set up. So if somebody violates the rules of engagement, they know war is coming soon after. So this is what we're witnessing now, is a total violation of the rules of engagement. America was not supposed to aid Ukraine. For one, America already gave Ukraine all those weapons that they had to fight them with. America sold Ukraine all the weapons that they were fighting with. So they already did that. They already were funding the war against Russia. So for Russia to try to just now talk about retaliation is kind of a little bit behind, because America done gave billions of dollars to Ukraine with weapons. I mean, gave $1 billion for Ukraine to fight that war. Billions of dollars. So let's go, man.
Essentially allowing them to be fired into Russia. Putin has made nuclear threats before that have proved to be hollow. A senior Ukrainian military source telling me this is blackmail, but also warning nuclear weapons are a Pandora's box that shouldn't be opened. This move likely aimed as much at President-elect Trump, who's promising to end the war when he takes office, but it'll make that all the harder.
Несложно предположить географию ответа в случае, если...
Hold on. Let me read this, because I want y'all to hear what they're saying. What's good, Eisener's Tacticals? What's good, Eisener's Tactical? Thank you so much for tuning in, man. I'm trying to put us on game there. They basically, Putin is threatening a nuclear attack. Basically, that's what we're dealing with. Joe Biden gave those motherfucker Ukrainians long-range missiles to attack Russia, and that went against the rules of engagement in war. So now Vladimir Putin has authority to attack and strike in retaliation with nuclear weapons. So we're on the brink of nuclear war, and a lot of people don't even realize it. And I'm gonna say something. Nuclear war is something you cannot prepare for. You can't prepare for a nuclear fallout or a nuclear blast. It's not really much you could do. You know what I'm saying? This is very serious, man. I hope everybody's paying attention, and I hope y'all sharing this message. I hope y'all are hitting that like button. Well, it's only a few of y'all who hit that like button, man. I heard each bomb, Putin has somebody else over each bomb. He can't just decide by himself. No matter whatever it is, whatever the situation is, we don't know the severity and the totality of the situation, but we do know that he's saying they have the authority now to strike back. You know, I heard what you're saying. Each person has authority. I heard what you're saying. That's just like in America, though. In America, you got people in Colorado who have authority over this one, people in this. So it's different regions who have access to nuclear weaponry. I understand that, but I'm gonna say this: once the button is pushed and the green light is go, it's no more turning back. Because once they start, if Putin launches a nuclear bomb, then everybody else will start launching their nukes. And it'll just be very, very, very much over for 90% of the people on Earth. Statistically, they say if nuclear bombs start going off, 90% of the people on Earth are going to be dead. 90%. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't even matter who's in charge of the nuclear bombs. What we're actually witnessing is the closest we've ever been to nuclear warfare on our planet since the 1960s. We've never been this close to nuclear warfare since the last time they launched one in Japan and Hiroshima. And who was the only people and the first people? Well, I won't say the only. Who was the first people to launch and attack somebody with a nuclear bomb? We were. We were. America was, not we, because I'm an American. Everybody in here might not be from America. Who was the first person to strike anybody on the planet with a nuclear bomb in the modern times? America was, when they struck Japan during the days of Hiroshima. And I'm going to tell you, they struck Japan and still lost that war. So nuclear warfare doesn't even guarantee you to win the war or to win the conflict. Nuclear warfare is just a desperate move when you cannot do nothing else, because America was getting their ass kicked during Vietnam and all those wars. So they dropped that thing. Nobody live from a nuclear nobody lived for real. Well, I don't care about, this is what I'm trying to tell you. I said statistically, the powers that be did a study that said if the world breaks out in nuclear warfare, 90% of the planet will be dead. That's what they said. I'm not talking about one nuclear bomb. Hiroshima didn't kill everybody in Japan. It just fucked up the land. Come on now. Let's be real, man. I'm not thinking about none of that. I'm gonna say this, because all those people who got hit, bro. Let's keep it on the I hear you though. Salute to everybody who got bombed and attacked, but we are about to face some shit. We are in America about to face something that we've never seen before. You know, yeah, they are trying to stop it, but I'm gonna say this. Donald Trump said he's vowing to stop it. Let's go.
This move likely aimed as much at President-elect Trump, who's promising to end the war when he takes office, but it'll make that all the harder.
It's not difficult to the geography. It's not okay, boom. If the White House's short press release becomes a reality, all European capitals are under threat. He said all European capitals are under threat if our missiles stand up in Berlin, Warsaw, and all the Baltics, Paris, Bucharest, Prague, and of course American bases, Germany, Perskenchek, Posh, Barracks, Ramstein. We will pay special attention to Britain as our traditional enemy. He said we will pay special attention to Britain as our traditional enemy. Significant. Hold on. Of course, America bases Germany. We will pay special attention to Britain as our traditional enemy, as a significant part of the Northern Fleet will work against it. Under attack, Washington puts only London. Let me read this again. I'm trying to read this. As our traditional enemy, as a significant part of Northern Fleet will work against it. Under attack, Washington puts not only London, but Manchester, Birmingham, and the largest naval base, Devonport, Senior Scotland, where the King's nuclear missiles trident, the port of Dockyard, the country of Kent, Britain, as its most vulnerable. Basically, all it takes is 3 missiles and this civilization will collapse. So what he's saying, salute to you for serving in the military, man. Salute to you, man. Your son is in South Korea. Salute to him, man. Damn, I was stationed in Germany. Hey, salute to y'all, man. But did you see what he said? That the German, whoever that dude was reading or speaking was, I was reading it, he was speaking. He said he was naming a bunch of strategic military sites that they could strike. And he said with only 3 missiles, they could destabilize everybody with 3 missiles. So they know exactly what bases and what locations on the earth and military people to hit to make it to where people will have a hard time fighting back. So these people in Germany are already strategically in position to do whatever they gonna do. The Russian military is just like this. It's just like this. When Iran just attacked, when Israel just attacked Iran a couple weeks ago, because Iran allegedly attacked Israel in October, whatever, it's October the 7th, I believe. Iran attacked Israel at that concert and hurt all those innocent people. And then Israel attacked Iran with the fake cell phone bombs and then the walkie-talkie bombs. And then Israel launched a big air assault on Iran. You know what I'm saying? I forgot what I was going to say. What I'm trying to say is these people. Oh yeah, that's what I was about to say. When Iran launched the attack on Israel, when Israel launched the attack on Iran, they attacked military bases in Iran. They didn't attack civilians and businesses and big buildings and malls and shit. No. They attacked military institutions to where you will disenfranchise and destabilize them from fighting. So what we're witnessing right now is a strategic plan of destabilization, because exactly, that's real war. Exactly, Eisenaires, that's real war. So look, what we're witnessing is a destabilization of the nation. And essentially they're destabilizing. They have the military wisdom and the ability to destabilize key military points to make it to where the battles won't be as bold and as raging as they could be. Because if you launch attacks on a key military base where a bunch of missiles are held and a bunch of armories and weaponries is held, that is the reason. That's how you will stop that people from being able to fight you back. If you blow up all somebody's weapons, they ain't gonna have nothing to fight you with. So essentially, that was what the Russian dude was talking about. They're already planning to do. They were saying places all around the European world, all the European nations around the world, that they're planning on hitting the button on and destabilizing. I don't think y'all can understand. I don't think you can grasp what's about to happen. The sad thing about it is everybody's such in a delusional state right now. If and when something like this happens, most people are going to die in a state of disillusion. Thank you so much. If you bring if they drop a nuclear bomb on right now on a large portion of America, most people will die in an instant. And most people, if it happens, they will die without even knowing what happened. America's in such of a delusional mind state right now. We won't even know what's hit us if it hits us, because most people don't even know about Joe Biden authorizing long-range missiles. People don't even know what's going on. Thank you, Ears and Eyes Tactical. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. Most people don't even know what's going on in the modern day times. So if they drop the nuke on us, you'll die in a state of delusion. You'll go into the afterlife like, yo, what happened? Where we at? Bro, I don't know. It's dark in here. Hello? Hello? Anybody hear me? And that's how it'll be for most people. Man, let me tell y'all something. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris tried to do it. And they're doing it. Let me tell y'all something. They flooded our country with millions of insurgents. They flooded our country with millions of insurgents. They flooded our country with millions of potential terrorist cells. They flooded our country with over 20 million. And it's way over that, because when they called and said the numbers were at 20 million, I just seen a group of 30 of these motherfuckers coming through my airport last two weeks ago. Yeah, in my little old town. So these motherfuckers are still coming in. And they're coming in your face. They're coming in bold. They're coming in by the bundle. You probably was. Don't be paranoid, just be prepared. They know everything. These people know everybody. And they know you know, and if you know they know you know. The thing about us is we're real Americans. We're not a threat to America. The people that they're letting in here who are raping these little girls, the people that they're letting in here who are killing these kids, those are the threats to America. And in a few months, when Joe Biden and Kamala get their dusty, dirty asses out the office, and Donald Trump calls his ass in that office and he brings his bulldogs in there, that borders are, in a few months, that borders are and Donald Trump and them bulldogs is about to clean this fucking country up. So I hope all you damn illegals are ready. I hope all you border jumpers are ready. I hope all you cartel criminals are ready. Because if they let us live to see it. See, and this is another reason why I'm scared that they might just go ahead and nuke this bitch. You know why I'm scared? Because we got a president who's talking about cleaning up the government. We have a president who's talking about cleaning out the government. We never had a president talk like that before. The last president who talked like that was assassinated. John F. Kennedy. They had John F. Kennedy's own wife blow his brains out. I don't know if y'all ever seen the footage, but I seen the footage. They had John F. Kennedy's wife pop his damn top. And then to make a ritual about it, they had to go on TV and swear in the next president with the blood of John F. Kennedy on her motherfucking clothes, bruh. Let me tell y'all how sick this shit is. If my husband gets domed in front of me and his brains, and I'm a man, I'm just saying, I'm hypothetically speaking. If I was a woman and my husband got dome checked in front of me and his top got popped and his brains all over my shirt, I'm not getting right on the TV and going straight to the news, CBS, to the news and swearing in the motherfucking next president, Eisenhower. I would not do that. That's what you call a blood sacrifice and a ritual. John F. Kennedy was a fucking blood sacrifice and a ritual because he spoke against the shadow government. It just wasn't time for that because the shadow government was still, in that time, so strong that nobody was able to stand up to him. That's why you have Donald Trump speaking as bold and as strong as he does. That's why they tried to pop Donald Trump's top 3 times. This man had two attempts on his life and one potential assassination attempt. And y'all still talking about this and that. I seen Donald Trump on the news the other day. This nigga's ear was shiny as fuck because he got to get plastic surgery on his ear. He had to get a Mike Tyson Holyfield ear because his shit got shot off. And y'all still run around saying, man, I wish he would have woody woody woo. That's how evil you are. You wish death on the only man who was good for you. You wish death on the men that are good for you in your life. Get the fuck out of here. Men are the only thing that could save this country.
Just quickly, Russia's also threatened nuclear escalation. Are you comfortable with that when people at home are watching this, worrying that you could put us at risk?
Well, it's very important. It's very important that we're steadfast in our support for Ukraine. Russia is the aggressor.
Even if it unleashes nuclear war?
Russia has to be the one that makes the move to stop this war. It's within their gift, but we must support Ukraine. It's impacting not just Ukraine, it's impacting the rest of the world, including the UK.
Is your message to viewers back home that there will not be a nuclear war? Because that is what Russia is threatening.
My message is that we need to ensure that Ukraine is put in the best possible position. This is 1,000 days of conflict, and there is a very high cost if Russian aggression is seen to pay off.
A remarkable series of events, starting with President Biden with this major change in policy, allowing Ukraine to use these longer-range missiles inside Russia. And then what we saw was Putin signing this declaration, revising the nuclear doctrine that you mentioned, that would basically declare that a conventional attack on Russia by any nation supported by a nuclear power would be considered a joint attack. And then we see Ukraine using these long-range missiles. It's yet to be seen what Russia's response will be, but this would obviously be seen as quite an escalation by Moscow.
Yeah, look, I mean, they saw the American decision as an escalation. The Americans saw the decision by Russia to station North Korean troops on the front lines as an escalation by Russia. And so we have that ladder, people continually climbing. I'm not sure really what Vladimir Putin's statement today in his amendment of the nuclear doctrine, outside of the scariness of the words amendment of the nuclear doctrine, actually necessarily does. It essentially says that conventional attacks by multiple parties against Russia could potentially lead to responses by Russia towards those parties. It's nuanced, highly nuanced, but it's part of a pattern that we've seen where Moscow feels potentially under threat. Look, feels it has to make a sort of bombastic statement that it reaches for the phrase to remind people that it is indeed a nuclear power. Do I necessarily think this means that Vladimir Putin is getting ready to launch nuclear weapons? No, certainly not. He appears to have shied away from that significantly over 1,000 days of war where Russia has experienced multiple conventional military defeats. Indeed, it's been invaded by a much smaller army, Ukraine, in just the last about 4 months. But I do think it's a bid by them to try and please a domestic audience who might be wondering exactly what juice Russia has left at this particular moment. And I think it is his way of suggesting that this is perhaps Moscow's response. Do they necessarily have the military might to take on NATO in full? Well, almost certainly not. They're struggling to defeat Ukraine. Do they necessarily have the desire geopolitically to inflame this conflict? Remember, China is a key ally in here and probably doesn't want to see that happen ahead of a Trump presidency. So I think if we do see outside of this statement by the Kremlin head Vladimir Putin any further responses from Russia, you might end up looking at sabotage. There have been many accusations that Russia's been behind exploding packages in courier depots. Indeed, we have reports from Lithuania and Germany that undersea internet cables towards Scandinavia have been damaged in the last 48 to 72 hours. That's, I think, where we'll potentially...
So basically what's going on is that we're at the brewing teeter-totter of nuclear war. And the sad thing about it is, here in America, we have nothing to do with this. We did not commit any of these treasonous crimes. We are not against no government in America. Americans are the most not with the shit people ever, man. Like we only with the shits with each other, you know. So I say this, man. May God be with us. May God bless America. I don't know. I just don't know. Like, I don't know how far they're gonna take this. I'm gonna show y'all what Donald Trump has to say right here, and I just don't know, y'all. I don't know. You know, hopefully he stops the war like he said he's gonna do. Let's go.
We have never been closer to World War III than we are today under Joe Biden. A global conflict between nuclear-armed powers would mean death and destruction on a scale unmatched in human history. It would be nuclear Armageddon. Nothing is more important than avoiding that nightmare. We will avoid it, but we need new leadership. Every day this proxy battle in Ukraine continues. We risk global war. We must be absolutely clear that our objective is to immediately have a total cessation of hostilities. All shooting has to stop. This is the central issue. We need peace without delay. In addition, there must also be a complete commitment to dismantling the entire globalist neocon establishment that is perpetually dragging us into endless wars, pretending to fight for freedom and democracy abroad, while they turn us into a third world country and a third world dictatorship right here at home. The State Department, the defense bureaucracy, the intelligence services, and all of the rest need to be completely overhauled and reconstituted to fire the deep staters and put America first. We have to put America first. Finally, we have to finish the process we began under my administration of fundamentally reevaluating NATO's purpose and NATO's mission. Our foreign policy establishment keeps trying to pull the world into conflict with a nuclear-armed Russia based on the lie that Russia represents our greatest threat. But the greatest threat to Western civilization today is not Russia. It's probably, more than anything else, ourselves and some of the horrible USA-hating people that represent us. It's the abolition of our national borders. It's the failure to police our own cities. It's the destruction of the rule of law from within. It's the collapse of the nuclear family and fertility rates like nobody can believe is happening. It's the Marxists who would have us become a godless nation worshiping at the altar of race and gender and environment. And it's the globalist class that has made us totally dependent on China and other foreign countries that basically hate us. These globalists want to squander all of America's strength, blood, and treasure, chasing monsters and phantoms overseas while keeping us distracted from the havoc they're creating right here at home. These forces are doing more damage to America than Russia and China could ever have dreamed. Evicting the sick and corrupt establishment is the monumental task for the next president. And I am the only one who can do it. I'm the only one that can get the job done. I know exactly what has to be done.
Hey, I know people are in their feelings about Trump. I know people don't like Trump. But Donald Trump is the only logical politician only logical person in politics we got. I don't care what people don't like him. If it don't even matter if you don't like him. If you don't know how to, let me tell you something. Donald Trump's been with he's brushed elbows with everybody. But when you have money, your own money, you don't have to bow down to people. So Donald Trump probably hasn't had to do what everybody else had to do because he has money. See, all these other people, they have to do all this shit, bend over backwards, bow down and all that because they ain't got no bread. See, Trump got his own money, so he ain't got to eat babies and all that. He probably ain't got to do all that to get to the millions and millions and millions, because he already had that. He's already getting to that. You see what I'm saying? There's different levels to this shit. It's different levels to this shit. So Donald Trump is actually real enough and emboldened enough to speak actual facts and actual against bullshit. He said we got to go in the government and fire all the deep state people in the government. Nobody's ever said nothing like that. He has money, but he doesn't have run the country. Yes, he does. If you're the president, you're running the country. I'm gonna tell you something, Colin. While we're here, I'm gonna tell you something. When Donald Trump was the president, that was the best time of America. Let me show y'all something. When Donald Trump was the president, let me show y'all something. Hold on. Watch this. I'm gonna show y'all how life was for me. How life was for me when Donald Trump was in office. Let me show y'all something. Hold on. Hold on. Here we go. Let me show you what was going on when Donald Trump was the president. No, listen to me. This is real talk. This is when Donald Trump was the president. Let me show y'all what was going on when this was going on in my life when Donald Trump was the president. So a lot of people don't like Donald Trump, but I love Donald Trump for this. Look, let me show y'all something. Hold on. Let me run that back. Hold on. This for all my young street niggas. If you had to come up from nothing, my nigga, and if you made something out yourself, nigga, this for you, my nigga. Shit. I'm just a young street nigga. I ain't never had nothing. Them was all hundreds. Trying to give me some money. Man, it's cold in the streets. I feel like nobody love me. In the belly of peace, I came up. This was 2000. This was when Trump was the president. Look, this was 2021. This was when Trump was in office. We sipping Moet on New Year's. Look, I'm gonna show you. Sipping Moet on New Year's. Hold up. Look at my wallet. Look at my wallet. Hold up. Hold up. Let me show you what Donald Trump was office, what was going on. Hold up. Let me show you what was going on when Donald Trump was in office. Man, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Look at my wallet. Do you see that? Do you see that? That's when Donald Trump was office. Do you see that time? 2021. Do you see that? That's Donald Trump. That was Donald Trump, a country. That was during the American Donald Trump organization. That was under the Donald Trump administration. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. That was Trump money. That was Trump money. I had that shit on. I'm talking about banana peel. Listen to me. This was Trump. Look. So I had that in my wallet. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. I had a wallet full and a bankroll. Do you understand what I'm saying? I had a wallet full of Honduns, thousands, and a bankroll with about 5,000. This is not cap. This is not cap. 5,000. All blues.
Cause on the real, my nigga, you ain't from the streets. I had to hustle, I had to scuffle up for everything.
Y'all silver spoon ass niggas were giving everything.
But not me, cause I'm a young
No, that was not. That was not tax money. That was not tax money. That was not income tax. That was New Year's Eve. You don't get tax money on New Year's Eve. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? That was Donald Trump. That was, nigga was getting that bread. I was getting that bread. Do you understand me? And saving it. See, niggas like to blow. I like to stash. You know what I did with Donald Trump with that Trump money? I bought 2 years. I bought 2 years of life with that Donald Trump money. Y'all don't get it? Man, God bless Donald Trump. See, if you ain't an American, you ain't gonna profit off this shit. I'm trying to tell you what's going on. Some money. Man, it's cold in the streets. I feel like nobody love me. In the belly of the beast. Look at this shit. Happy New Year's, big ass cake. Moet, Sean Don. Do you understand me? I'm just a young street nigga. I'm just a young ass nigga from the strip, probably with your bitch, chilling at my partner's spot. Got him on the 66 on the block with the fish. We pistol whip, we keep the stick. Fuck a hoe and slang a zip. Always on that dangerous shit. Killers hang with us. Don't give a fuck and ain't afraid to bust. Love my crew, raid my block. Always got my fingers up. Young street. You a lame, you can't hang with us. Hey, what's up? Chamber 4, break it down, grab the scale, pull me over, I'm a bill, turn up. Hungry for that dollar bill, yes sir. You know what I'm saying? My bad, I got them, had it all zoomed in. I feel like nobody love me in the belly of the beast. I came about it from nothing. I'm just a young street nigga. 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 That's that Trump shit. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you, man. Them Trump years, boy. Trump years are some of the best years of my life. I ain't even gonna tell you no lie. I ain't even gonna tell you no lie, man. We've been through the good times and the bad times in America, man. But we want to survive, man. We want to win. We want to prevail, man. You know, oh my God, man. I'm gonna play that American one more time, man. I gotta play this American, man, before I get out of here, man, because I'm gonna let y'all know, man, I've been a patriot, a real American patriot, man. I made this song American with me and my brother H Paper, man. You know, aka the life coach. We made this song probably like shit. I made this song, I came up with that hook and shit, and we dropped this shit probably about like shit 13 years, 14, 15 years ago. You know what I'm saying? You know, I wasn't watched by cartels back then. I'm going to say this, facts. But listen, there's a different, I'm going to say this, there's a different group of people going around busting criminals right now. So there's extra forces, extra security. There's shit going on right now. You better be aware and don't do no crime. I keep just telling everybody, don't do crime and you'll be all right. If you just don't do crime, you'll be all right. Because yes, there are people, extra people all around the planet right now trying to pick apart whatever flaw they can get. You know what I mean? So just do the best you can. Stay with the program, man. And yeah, stay out the way, man. Because they want to play. I'm trying to tell y'all, they want to play, but you just got to stay out the damn way. If you stay out the way, they can't play with you. Ain't nothing they can really do. I'm going to play the song American, man, because I'm a real American patriot, and I really wanted to just say thank you to all my people who just logged in, and I appreciate y'all, man. You know, if y'all want to support the channel, man, $ Cash App, Big Bad A, man, you know, because I don't got no monetization yet. I just was able to apply for it yesterday, so, I mean, this morning, so I hope they give me my monetization back, but let's go, man. I'm gonna play this song, man. And this right here, that was man, listen to me. Preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. So help me God. Let's go, man. This song right here is a real special song to me, man. It was kind of a joke when I made it. I kind of made it as a joke, like, man, I need to make a Patriot song, man. Maybe some old, you know, whatever. But then after when I dropped that bitch, it was like, shit, this is a real thing. It's a real anthem. It's an American anthem. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. God bless us, man. I hope we last many nations, man, because we don't want any problems here in America, man. We got love and we work hard and we do our best.
Protect and defend the Constitution of the United States. So help you God. So proud to be American. So proud to be American. The home of the brave, the land of the free. We stand for what we believe in. I'm proud to be American. So proud to be American. The home of the brave, the land of the free. We stand for what we believe in. I'm proud to be American. I'm so proud that I live in America. USA. Born and raised, I was made in America. USA. Everything I own is made in America. USA. Colorado, but Chicago's where I raised. USA. I've seen a lot, I done been a lot of places. But no matter where I go, I be seeing smiling faces. Now I live in NC. God bless North Carolina. Where the weather's fair and the women are finer. Let my words ring out like a bell of liberty. And sing hope to all the people that's hearing me. We live in a state where you can be who you want to be. So put the word in so they can see who you're gonna be. American. So proud to be American. The home of the brave, the land of the free. We stand for what we believe in. I'm proud to be American.
Thank y'all so much for coming in, man.
Proud to be American. The home of the brave, the land of the free. We stand for what we believe in. I'm proud to be American. American, I love the USA. USA. All the way from LA to the A.
To the A.
God bless America when I
God bless America.
Protect the schoolyards where the children play. Protect the children. Every day that pie is made in the USA. Made in the USA. All 50 of the United States. I love the United States. Red, white, and blue. Wave your flags high. Wave your flag. Beautiful bald eagle flying in the sky. Bald eagle. Statue of Liberty. Hold your torch high. Hold your torch high. I love America until the day I die. I love America. Proud to be American. My country's full of pride. Full of pride. All the way from the west to the east side. Proud to be American. So proud to be American.
Stand up, y'all.
The home of the brave, land of the free. We stand for what we believe in. I'm proud to be American. So proud to be American. The home of the brave, the land of the free. We stand for what we believe in. I'm proud to be American. God bless America.
Man, y'all have a good night, man. I love y'all so much, man. It's your big homie, Big Bad A, man. This is the Real Talk, Real Shit podcast, man. I hope to God they don't nuke us, man. We don't deserve it. We don't want it. And we ain't got nothing to do with it, man. Have mercy on us. God, have mercy on this land. Have mercy on this country. Protect all of us, man. Protect everybody. Because I'm going to tell you something. It's not just us, man. Them boys over there in Ukraine and Russia's getting nuked. I mean, not nuked. They're getting bombed and drone attacked and all that, man. So it's really very serious what's going on. So while we're praying for freedom and not getting attacked, they're already going through attacks and over there in other countries. So I don't really beg for mercy that we don't deserve. I just pray to God those who deserve to survive will survive. You feel what I'm saying? Because all the innocent children, all the innocent people did not do anything. So everybody doesn't deserve to be harmed in anything in war. You know what I'm saying? So please, God, protect us, keep us strong, keep us safe, and pray over all these people who have the ability to drop bombs and not drop bombs, and keep their hearts and keep their hearts clear and their minds clear, and don't let them be an evil hater, man. You know, let them do let everybody on this planet do what's best for the planet. You know, I pray that for everybody, man. Let's go, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. It's your big homie, Big Betty, man. One of the best places you'll ever get on YouTube, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all, and I pray for this country, man. You know, crooked Joe Biden done try to do it again, man. Let's go. Let's go. Donald Trump try to get in there and help us out. You know, it's up to us too, man, as a people. Let's go.